The idea that EM was, quote, threatening and taunting the men if they did not have acts with her was suggested today in court. This is part 2 of my day 15 recap of the 2018 Team Canada SA trial. If you're new here, I'm providing daily updates on this trial and we continue to do so until the trial is over, so make sure you follow for more. Everything that's talked about in this video is still alleged at this time. His lawyer then suggested that EM felt, quote, scorned because the men didn't say anything nice to her or walk her out of the room or call her a cab. She then said that that's not true and she didn't feel scorned, but she did feel disrespected. She said, quote, I never had an encounter that ends that way. I wasn't scorned about it. I felt disrespected the whole night, so I'm not sure why I thought the end would be any different. After she left the room though, EM realized that she'd forgotten her ring, so she went back to get it. It's a recollection that she brought up earlier in the trial, and his lawyer then said that she told Formenton it was her grandmother's ring and it had sentimental value, but EM said that that's not true, it was just a ring from the ball. His lawyer said Formenton helped her look for her ring, but she felt she was searching for it all by herself. When she went to the police the next day, she told a detective she was worried of some of the men had pictures and videos of the encounter because she remembers some of them saying, quote, put your phones away that night. She then said, quote, I didn't know what they would do with the videos. I was already in such a horrible situation. I would not have wanted to see that. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want people recording what was happening to me. His lawyer then suggests that part of her motivation for speaking to the police was that they could get the men to erase any videos or pictures on their phones, and that is where his cross-examination ended. After Formenton's lawyer was done, Dylan Dubé's lawyer took to the stand and first started suggesting that EM was, quote, taunting and threatening the men that she would leave if they did not have sex with her. EM said that that is not true. His lawyer then said, quote, you became upset when the boys would not take you up on your offers. EM said that she was frustrated and upset when she wasn't allowed to leave. She said, quote, I knew what they wanted and they weren't doing that, but I still wasn't allowed to leave. The lawyer said that some of the men had girlfriend and didn't want to, quote, do things with her. EM says that she didn't recall knowing that. And then his lawyer asked EM if she remembers someone slapping her on the butt in response to EM saying, quote, are you going to F me or just play golf? EM says the only slapping she remembers is when she was performing oral on the other players. His lawyer asked EM why she declined a toxicology test at the hospital when she went to undergo testing using an SA kit on June 22nd, 2018. EM then said that the nurses told her that it was too late to detect a date-rape drug, so she told them not to do the testing. Her mom told her to go right away to the hospital on June 19th, but EM says that she didn't go right away because she didn't want to acknowledge what had happened to her. His lawyer then said, quote, I'm going to suggest that you refuse that test because you knew that you had not been roofied, right? EM then responded, no, I had no idea if I had been or not. I don't know what it feels like.